Hey guys, welcome back to 1302. I am your fearful leader, Mr. Gable, and we need to have a little talk about the synthesis essay and the work of Camus. And I understand that Camus is difficult, and I understand that it's difficult to get and to understand, and that's one of the reasons why I chose it for this semester. It's because I want us to deal with some difficult text. I want us to deal with stuff that is challenging that you haven't maybe have dealt with before, that introduces you to philosophy and literature and how they kind of go together. So that's really the point of it. And for the most part, I think a lot of people got it. And I think it was very good. I think about half of us did very well with it. The other half, maybe you attempted it, but you got bogged down in the reading. Lots of people, I think, just went to Google or went to Wikipedia or went to Goodreads or went to Spark Notes or Cliff Notes or whatever it is. Okay? Well, that is not going to help you. It will help you get an overview, but unless you read the entirety of everything, you're going to miss the point. Because absurdism by Camus is a branch of a larger tree. You have this tree of philosophy, right? And you have all these competing philosophies going on. And there was a philosophy that was started and kind of grew out of G.H.H. Hegel in the early 1800s called dialecticism. And then there was a movement by Schopenhauer to deal with that. And then the big guy that everybody remembers is Friedrich Nietzsche. And Nietzsche is a nihilist. And nihilism says that life is completely and totally pointless and meaningless. That is not what Camus says. Okay? Camus is coping with that. So lots of you, when you think of Camus and you're just hearing, okay, he says everything's meaningless and there's no point, suicide's, you're reading what Camus is saying. This is the condition of man, referring to Nietzsche, and explaining what was said, not what he actually says. So we're not getting to where he is. And it is expressed in the first chapter of The Stranger. It is specifically expressed in the myth of Sisyphus, which is much more philosophical. So the point of this is that we're missing, some of us are missing things. Nietzsche says there's no point in living. In response to this nihilism, Jean-Paul Sartre and Soren Kierkegaard created this thing called existentialism. And this is a huge branch off that philosophy tree. Okay? And it's coping with nihilism. Camus' absurdism is another little branch off this greater branch of existentialism, right? So you have a limb growing out of a limb, and that's absurdism. Now, what absurdism actually is, and I said this in my other lecture on this, is that he diagnoses the condition of mankind as the physical world that we have, this physical stuff that we see. The world does not have sentient being. So the world is random. The world is